Oh, okay, my back, my neck, and my back. Oh, what's up with it, Jamie? Oh, oh, shit. Ugh. So y'all, so you want to know? Oh shit, I got the hiccups. Here we go. I don't have water with me to get rid of it. Let me tell you how Diddy is doing, man, behind bars. You know, you know. Um, he's not doing too well, man. Even though he might be smiling in court and stuff like that, but man, the guy been living in luxury his whole entire life. I gotta do something to him mentally. But then again, he is a go getter. He is a go getter, and he's trying to keep it positive. But man, he ain't trying to. He's not doing very well. Look, man. I went to jail. I ain't never had shit, bro. Jail didn't. Jail didn't impact me. Jail didn't impact me, bro. Like that. I remember when I was in there, they served bologna sandwiches and carrots and fruit for like lunch, you know. And sometimes we would get good stuff, and sometimes we would get bad stuff that people would put away, and they would go to their jail cell, basically a room full of bunk beds, you know, and eat off their commissary. You know what I'm saying? If they didn't like the food in the cafeteria, you feel me? But um, Diddy doesn't have that choice. He doesn't have money on his books, so he can eat better foods. They're basically forcing him to eat bad food, man, because they believe that he really did all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? And they treating him really badly and really horribly. You know, I'm thinking in my head like, damn. Even though I don't like Diddy as much, but he's still a brother. And I'm like, damn, what happened to like, innocent until proven guilty? What happened to that? You're just gonna throw the book at the man, keep him in jail because he has a lot of money, which is true. I mean, he can tamper with evidence, he can intimidate witnesses and shit like that if he's free. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But I think myself, even though Diddy did a lot of bad things, he still should be free because the lack of evidence that the courtroom is having. First of all, for all the stuff that he's accused of, even though it's probably true or whatever, but you got to have evidence, witnesses and stuff like that to lock this guy away. So these people, they still looking for evidence, they still looking for witnesses. So they're trying to keep them, um, contained and isolated until the you know the um, the court date. You see what I'm saying? So to go from luxury to eating bologna sandwiches and carrots and some fucked up ass sweetest what was it called? Sweetest meatballs. Spaghetti with salad. and probably a beverage of milk or whatever. I mean, damn, yeah, he's going through it. Even though he's not showing it, he going through it because he's not used to living like that. He's not accustomed to that. Like me, man, I adapted real quick, bro. Like from the get go, I ain't never had shit from the get go, bro. You feel me? You know, even though the meals was horrible, I looked at it as free room and board, man. To me, man, you know what I'm saying? I didn't have to pay no goddamn rent. I'm not struggling. You know, when I was in jail, bro, I laid up in my bed like most of the time. I say about like 85% of the time I was in the bed, bro, laying down watching TV, bro. You know, we got a TV out here, and the meals, some of the meals were pretty good. I mean, the biscuits and gravy, and the IHOP, uh, um, the IHOP pancakes and sausage, and you know, syrup and stuff like that, man. You know, that was pretty good. And not only that, the teriyaki chicken was really good. So there were some good plates and there were some bad plates. Okay, most of the time for lunch they gave me peanut butter and jelly sandwich, or a ham with mayo and carrots and fruit, and maybe some beets. You know what I'm saying? You know, some healthy stuff. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like it was totally all bad for me, man. Like, I ain't never, like I said, man, I ain't never had shit in the first place. So jail didn't really impact me that much. But for a guy who's been living lavish his whole entire life, for a guy who's been traveling the world on private jets, eating lobster steak and shrimp, caviar, you know, uh, eating, crab, you know what I'm saying? His whole entire life. I mean, it's gotta, isn't, yeah, believe me, bro, he's going through it. But he'll get used to it after about 3 or 4 months of being in there. He'll be used to it. You know what I'm saying? He ain't used to that, man. He ain't used to like living hard. And I think they put him in a fucked up ass jail on purpose. You see what I'm saying? But Diddy did a lot of bad things to people, so he got his just served, man. You know what I'm saying? He did a lot of bad things to people. He did a lot of bad things to people, and you got to understand that he been living like this for decades. He been living lavish for decades of the finer things in life. Okay, so now, him being a sexual deviant, he's not gonna be able to have sex for many, many months. And if he's convicted, you know what I'm saying, he could face, what was it, 15 years in prison? He'll face, he'll do 15 years in prison, and he'll do half of that, which is like, 7.5 years. Okay. But then again, he got the best lawyers in the world, so you best believe Diddy's not gonna go down he's not gonna go down without a fight, man. Yeah, you feel me? He's not gonna go down without a fight. But the things that he done to people, bro, and I kind of believe the stuff that he did, and I believe people, I believe the people saying that he did these things, because this shit is all over the internet, man. How he blackmailing people, he's blowing up people's cars because they with Cassie. What Cassie said in her little notes or whatever. He said that he blew up Kid Cudi's car and shit because he was with her. Like, bro, why would you blow up a man's car, though, bro? You that controlling? Really? You really don't want her to leave? You gonna blow up a man's car? That's some weak ass shit, bro. You a billionaire. You supposed to be moving on to the next, man. You see what I'm saying? So do I think that Diddy should be free? I think he should be on house arrest because they haven't found him guilty. But they throwing him in jail like they found him guilty and shit. Nah, he's on conspiracy charges. Okay? So, this court is letting the videos on YouTube and all this other stuff that's going on with him, they're letting that shit get to their head. You haven't found this man guilty yet. So he shouldn't be in jail. But because he's black, he has a lot of money, he got to go to jail first. Like me, bro, I wasn't supposed to have did any time. You know what I'm saying? I supposed to have got like a fine or whatever for the deed that I did, which I left my gun unattended. It was in my backpack. It was found at the bus stop because somebody was going through it, and they left it at the bus stop. You feel me? I was supposed to have did nothing. At first, my first offense, you know what I'm saying? I was supposed to have paid a fine and not even no house arrest or nothing like that, bro. But because they come down on black men more harder than anybody else. I guarantee if I was white, I wouldn't have got no jail time. But at the same time, I did turn myself in. You see what I'm saying? But jail didn't hit me like you would think it was, bro, because I ain't never been in no lavish living, bro. I came up on salami sandwiches and shit, bro. It ain't a thing to me, bro. Like, that's what we had. We had carrots, salami sandwiches, mayo. They don't give you this dry sandwich. They give you some mayo, and they don't give you any mustard. And boy, I got out and I started getting my fix on mustard. Mustard is a totally a commodity in jail, bro. Mustard is man. You know what I'm saying? So I started getting mustard on my hot dog, mustard on my sandwich and shit like that when I got out of jail. Going to Subway, getting mustard on everything. Because I never thought that mustard was so goddamn important and so valuable. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't serve it there. They serve only mayo. That's it. You don't get mustard. You know what I'm saying? So he going through it, bro. He eating, he ain't getting no special treatment and shit like that. But you gotta understand, a lot of these motherfuckers that are claiming, what time is it? A lot of these motherfuckers in that jail cell, bro, the correctional officers are very crooked. Some of them are. Not all of them, but some of them. They saying, well, Diddy don't get no special treatment. Hell the fuck. You must be smoking. This guy's a billionaire locked behind bars, bro. He gonna find some way to get some cheesecake, man. He gonna find a way to get some cheesecake. He gonna find a way to get better food, bro. You know what I'm saying? The guards are crooked, bro. Just remember, hey, I was in jail. There was drugs in jail. There was alcohol in that jail that I was living in. Drugs and alcohol. And there was food that made it out of the cafeteria. I don't know how. These motherfuckers, they put, their food inside their drawers and shit. They're sneaking out of the kitchen, okay? Because they check you and shit, right? But they don't like search you like they don't give you the cavity search and shit. You know what I'm saying? They just ask you to lift up your top, Move your waistband around, lift up your arm, lift up your legs, both of your legs one at a time, and you keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? They don't check the drawers and stuff. A lot of motherfuckers were sneaking food out of the kitchen in their drawers. Peanuts wrapped in plastic. That's easy to put in your drawers because the peanuts don't touch your nuts. They wrapped in plastic. You feel me? You see what I'm saying? The peanuts are wrapped in plastic. So you put the peanuts inside your goddamn nuts. It's eggs, hard-boiled eggs is easy to sneak out the kitchen because you put the hard-boiled eggs in your drawers and shit. They ain't gonna know the difference. They don't search. They don't like cavity search you. They don't pat you down. You feel me? So jail, it didn't really hit me that hard, bro. Like it's hitting Diddy right now. Diddy is going through it. It's taking him a while to adjust. They say he on suicide watch, and I don't think he's suicidal, but I think he's gonna keep on fighting until the end, man. The guy got a lot of fucking money, bro. You see what I'm saying? He got a lot of money. It's hard to bring somebody down who has a lot of money and a lot of influence. You feel me? So they what they doing is the reason why they put it. The reason why they the reason why they postponed the court date is to get evidence and witness together. You know what I'm saying? They still ain't got enough evidence to put this man away. You see what I'm saying? So they need time to gather all that evidence and witnesses and all the other stuff, man, to put this guy away. And he could be looking at life in prison, or he could be looking at 15 years. 15 years. And I, you know what? I'll take the 15 years over the life in prison. 15 years, you'll do half of that. That's 7.5 years. Okay? 7.5 years. He'll be out in 7.5 years. He's 50-something, so he'll be out in his 60s. And believe me, he gonna live to be 60. The way they feed you up in there, you know what I'm saying, with all the carrots and the peas, the bologna sandwiches and stuff like that with no salt, yeah, he gonna live for a long time. Trust me, he gonna live there. He gonna live well into his 60s. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, he probably have a better chance of living longer in jail. I'm just saying. When you're free, you eat what you like. You eat what you want to eat. But since he's in jail and they're feeding him nothing but carrots and peas and salami sandwiches and ham sandwiches, peanut butter sandwiches, they you know what I'm saying? They feeding you and fruit. Okay, of course, fruit and milk and shit. You know what I'm saying? He gonna live out there. He gotta look at it as a blessing, bro, to be behind bars. And before you guys get rowdy, like, man, what's up, man? What you talking about? Jail is the worst place in the world. Let me explain. They feed you food to keep you alive, bro, so you can serve your sentence. They don't feed you McDonald's. They don't feed you Burger King, all the stuff that can kill you. You know what I'm saying? They feed you very healthy in jail and prison, bro. That's why you see inmates getting out 80 years old. Look at Selena's killer, bro. Selena's killer is still alive. You know what I'm saying? And I think she was like in her 40s, in the 1990s. Now, 30 or 40 years later, she's still alive. Why? Because she was eating that healthy, fucking non-tasting, unseasoned prison food, okay? They don't put salt on that shit, bro. Salt is a killer. You put too much salt on your food, bro, you can die. There's too much goddamn salt. They don't give you fried shit, all right? Nothing is fried, all right? So this could be a blessing in disguise for Diddy if he only gets 15 years, okay? He'd do half of that, 7 years, okay? When he get out of prison, guarantee he will have the same habits that he had when he was in prison. Eating healthy, you know what I'm saying? A lot of that stuff, man, is healthy, bro, in prison and in jail. I was getting jacked when I was in jail. I was getting jacked, right? And you don't have alcohol, you don't have drugs in your system, bruh. You gonna live longer in there. You know what I'm saying? So he might live longer because of him being in jail for so long, even though he's going through torture and stuff like that. But you know, people behind bars live longer. You know, of course he was rich and stuff. You know, he got the best doctors. Oh, he had the best doctors in the world. Okay, but he's not doing so great mentally. You feel what I'm saying? And the thing is, it's like, I feel sorry for the brother at one point, but at the same time, bro, you brought this shit on yourself, man. You, you brought it on yourself. All the stuff you was doing. You didn't think that would lead you to like serious charges, the stuff that you was doing? I guess he thought that his money would save him every single time. You know what I'm saying? Nah. Yeah. With the cops, your money will save you, but not with the government. Okay? The government, they don't give a fuck. Okay? The government don't give a fuck. They're gonna take you to jail. The cops, you could buy the cops off because the cops are crooked. You feel me? The correctional officers in the prison, they're crooked. How the fuck did alcohol get into the jail cell, bro, where I was at? How the fuck did inmates get food and the food that you couldn't put inside your drawers? How did inmates end up with food in their box? Like by their bunk bed. You feel me? How did that happen? How did drugs get in there? It's the crooked correctional officer, bro. You feel me? Those motherfuckers, man, they're not getting paid a whole lot of money. The gangs got money, bro, on the outside. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them gangsters I was in there, bro, with, they had money, real money, bro. They can buy the correctional officer off, bro. You feel me? The same thing with Diddy. If somebody say, well, Diddy don't get any special treatment, that's bullshit. Shut that shit up, bro. Diddy gonna get cheesecake. Diddy gonna get some lobster steak and shrimp up in there. He gonna get it, bro. Because he has what? He has money, bro. And a lot of them correctional officers, they gonna get ideas. He said, man, if I help Diddy out, he gonna throw a couple grand in my bank account. You know what I'm saying? He do got money. So them correctional officers, they gonna get some ideas. I told you, they don't get paid a lot, and they're gonna start thinking when they see Diddy up in there and see him struggling, they're gonna take advantage of the situation and try to hook him up with some cheesecake or something. I'm telling you, Diddy want cheesecake up in there, he gonna get cheesecake. You feel me? They say, well, Diddy would never ever have a piece of cheesecake. Shit. I seen motherfuckers get tortillas up in there, man. Where I was fucking some of the Nathaniel clique, the Nathaniel gangsters, bro. They had tortillas up in there, and I look in the commissary store and shit like that. I didn't see no tortillas. How the fuck did they get tortillas up in there, bro? I wanted to make a burrito too. but I couldn't find no tortillas. Somehow they got tortillas up in there, bro, and they was making burritos. And I'm like, God damn, I want to make a burrito. You feel me? Somebody's bringing them tortillas up in there, bro. And let me tell you something. A lot of not a lot, but most of the correctional officers, there was Latino. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, they're gonna get tortillas up in there somehow. They're gonna get drugs up in there. They're gonna get alcohol. You see what I'm saying? If they're paying the correctional officers, bro. Correctional officers, they probably making a grip of putting contraband, okay, in that area, you know, in the prison or in the jail. Like, dudes get paid a grip. You'll be making like an extra $5,000 to $10,000 a month just bringing, you know, contraband up in there, bro. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, Diddy gonna get his hands on cheesecake. He gonna get his hands on maybe drugs. He gonna get drugs, bro. There was drugs in the place where I was at. Don't let some of these YouTubers tell you fibs and lies talking about Diddy would never see cheesecake. He would never use drugs in there ever again. Shit, you must be smoking. You know what I'm saying? You must be smoking. Them correctional officers gonna get ideas and be like, Diddy, what you smoking, bro? What you got? Man, I got some stuff for you, man. But it's gonna cost you though. You know, it's gonna cost you. I got some drugs. I got some cheesecake for you, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna cost you. I can get you some cheesecake up in there. I'm telling you, bro, they're gonna get in his ear and wanna hook him up for a price. And he gonna get it. Cause some of the niggas, they'll get on here, you know, they'll make videos talking about what Diddy would never ever see good food again. He'll never see cheesecake again. He'll never have shrimp, lobster, steak, and shrimp. You know, I don't know about that, but I know for a fact that they could sneak cheesecake up in there for him, bro. You feel me? They gotta disguise it as something. You know what I'm saying? They disguise that shit as his regular meal. You know what I'm saying? Because his meal is being brought to him to his cell. Okay, it's not in the kitchen, so it's gonna be a little bit easier to sneak some cheesecake on that meal. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Now, if it was in the kitchen, he was eating with the general population, it'll be a lot harder to sneak like food to him or sneak food on his plate. But since he's inside a jail cell by himself, isolated, they will make sure whatever he gonna pay for, he gonna get it. What he gonna pay for the cheesecake? Cheesecake might be $100 a slice, bro. You feel me? And if he pay those fucking correctional officers $100 a slice, he'll always be getting cheesecake on the regular. That's why I was sitting back. I was watching some of these YouTube channels of some of these like ex-correctional officers talking about Diddy would never see cheesecake again. He'll never have burger and fries again. Now, burger and fries, I can kind of believe it, but cheesecake is a little bit easier to sneak up in there, bro. They disguise it as something else. You know what I'm saying? They disguise that shit as something else. You know what I'm saying? Cheesecake could look like a burger or something. You know how like you got some of those cakes that look like a burger. I remember when I was younger, I saw a big ass hamburger, but it was cheesecake. But it was cake. I mean, not cheesecake, but I saw a burger and it was a cake, bro, instead of a burger. You feel me? So they can do that. They can do shit like that. You see what I'm saying? So how's he doing? He's not doing very good. You know what I'm saying? He went from having a lavish lifestyle to eating prison food and being locked up. And I think the thing is, he by himself up in there. He can't have contact with the other inmates. That's gonna have severe, like, um, that's gonna have a severe effect on his mental health. That he cannot, you know, interact with other people. You see what I'm saying? For his own safety, he can't be in the general public. So now he's not doing very well. That place has a history of being unsanitary. There's rats everywhere, roaches. You see what I'm saying? So he's not accustomed to that. And yeah, it's fucking. I mean, it's fucking up his mental, his mental abilities. You feel me? When I was in there, it didn't hit me hard at all, bro. Like, I remember when I was coming up, I had salami sandwiches, peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. So I'm kind of used to the struggle, you feel me? When I was coming up and I was poor, and me and my mom, and my sisters, we had peanut butter and jelly. We had ham sandwiches, bologna sandwiches, whenever we couldn't have no ham, because ham was a lot more expensive than bologna. You know what I'm saying? But nah, he's not doing very well, and I hope the brother survive it. You know what I'm saying? I want to see him get locked up, forever. I think he deserves some time? Yeah, he deserves some time. You know what I'm saying? I say 5 to 10 years, man. You know what I'm saying? 5 to 10 years. 7 years, man. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think he deserves to be locked away for life, though. And he's not going to get life. If you guys, he was going to get put away for life. Nah, he's not going to get put away for life, bro. He got too much money to be put away for life. They're going to get that guy maximum, I say, 7 years. You see what I'm saying? And then parole after that. He going to be on parole after that. But will he be put away for life? No. 15 years. He gonna do half of that with good behavior and stuff like that. But he's gonna have to take time to adjust to the isolation that he's going through right now. That take time. Getting used to the food and being isolated, right? Me, myself, I feel like I've been isolated for a while, but I still got human interactions, at Starbucks, some of my friends out here, you know what I'm saying? You guys see me, I be talking to a few people out here, saying what's up to them and shit, you know what I'm saying? So I haven't had a girlfriend in like years, so me going into jail with no women, I'm kind of used to that by now. You feel me? I haven't had a girlfriend in years. I haven't had sex in over a year. So me hitting jail, you know what I'm saying? I'm kind of used to not having women in my life by now. So, going in jail, it wasn't as bad you would think. But yet, me, I never had nothing. So eating bologna sandwiches and TV dinners for dinner, because that's what we had, man. We had TV dinners that was a hit and miss. Sometimes it was good, sometimes it was bad, very bad, to the point where like you take about 2 or 3 bites and you couldn't go no further. And he said, fuck it, I'm gonna fuck with my commissary. I ain't eating this shit. And you toss that shit. You feel me? But it looks like he doesn't have a choice but to eat the food that they serving. And I don't know why he doesn't have money on his books, which is kind of fucked up because every prisoner have money on their books, bro. I just think that they doing it because he black. And they want him to suffer, even though they haven't found him guilty yet. You cannot throw a man in prison if you can, you know, I'm gonna be honest, straight up. Even though I don't like Diddy at all, but you cannot throw a man in prison if he hasn't been found guilty of the charges that you filed against him. You see what I'm saying? I gotta get some water, bro. Yeah, you can't time is it? I always keep my eyes on the time, man. I try to be in bed by 9 o'clock. He hasn't been found guilty, so he shouldn't be in jail. He should be on house arrest until his court date. Oh, he got a lot of money. He's a flight risk and stuff like that, you know, and based on his behavior, he might be doing the same thing to people, to witnesses, and, you know, he could be doing some damage. I'm like, well, you haven't found him guilty of doing that. So, they just doing this shit because they don't like him. Maybe because he's black. But at the same time, they did the same thing to, like, Harvey Weinstein. You know what I'm saying? They did the same thing to him. They wouldn't grant his bail or nothing like that. Kept him in jail. You know what I'm saying? Because he had a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But for sure, he's not doing very well. He gonna take time to adjust. But them inmates, I mean not the inmates, but the correctional officers, they're gonna get some ideas. Trust me, bro. When I was in jail, I saw shit in there that shouldn't have been in there. Motherfuckers had coke in jail, bro. I saw niggas snorting lines in jail, bro. And then they would get high off the shit and be asleep for like 3 days, bro. Like the dude that was on the side of me in the next bunk, that motherfucker slept the whole entire day after he had a line of coke. He had a line of coke and slept the whole entire day. Basically, he woke up like around 6 p.m., bro. You know what I'm saying? They had drugs in there like it's nobody's business. They had alcohol in there like nobody's business, bro. All that shit slipped through the cracks. When there's enough money, there's enough to buy off a correctional officer, bro. You feel me? The correctional officers, they feel the drugs full. I mean, they feel the prison full of drugs and alcohol and shit because they're trying to get paid more. They ain't getting paid shit. That job ain't paying them nothing. You know what I'm saying? Correctional officer, at the most part, they getting paid a few $100,000 a year. And that ain't nothing in California, bro. It's nothing. You know what I'm saying? For them to make an extra $5,000 or $10,000 a month, man, they'll do a whole lot. You know, they do a whole lot, you know, get the drugs and stuff and the alcohol up in there, got an extra $10,000 in their bank account. Just like that. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, Diddy ain't doing too well. Like I said, it didn't hit me as hard as hold on one second. Like I said, man, it didn't hit me as hard as it would Diddy. You know what I'm saying? Because me, I'm used to the struggle. You know, I wasn't really used to the food because I'm used to eating, burritos and taco trucks. I'm used to eating, Chinese food, Vietnamese food. I'm used to eating that every night. Maybe eating Kentucky Fried Chicken on occasions. You feel what I'm saying? So me, it didn't really hit me hard like that. It was like, oh shit, I remember this shit. This shit is back when I was in high school or when I was at home in the struggle. You know what I'm saying? So I ate it. It was like, okay, some plates were good, some plates were bad. But they got Diddy, let me tell you something. They got Diddy in the worst jail possible, bro. We talking about unsanitary conditions. We got rats and roaches everywhere. The food is, man, it's unsanitary. They got people in the kitchen that don't know what they doing. You see what I'm saying? So he's not doing very well up in there. I'm pretty sure, I don't know if people's putting stuff in his food or nothing like that, but I'm pretty sure he's not doing well. But his first meal was spaghetti and meatballs. Spaghetti and Swedish meatballs. You know what I'm saying? He declined it was a black bean burger. That was his other options. He didn't want that. This is what I heard. He declined the black bean burger. He went for the spaghetti and Swedish meatballs. But that's not that good either, man. Think about it, man. It's prison. You know what I'm saying? They don't want you to be comfortable there, bro. You know what I'm saying? So the food is going to be awful. Because they don't want you to come back there again. They're trying to persuade you from not committing crimes. You feel me? Do I think that Diddy charges are going to be dropped? Is he going to win the case? I don't think so. But I think he's not going to get life. You feel me? I say about, 7 years maximum. 7.5 years maximum. They might give him 10. When I was in there, I witnessed a guy get 10 years, bro. 10 years for drug trafficking, bro. Some white guy. And when he heard the news about him getting 10 years, oh my God. Man, he didn't have a big fit, but he was like totally worried. And I had to calm him down. I said, okay, don't worry, bro. 10 years, man, you're going to do half of that. You're going to do about 5 years of that, man. Don't worry, you'll eventually get out. Don't trip. You see what I'm saying? I was in there with a guy that had a little bit of time. He was a gang member. And he hooked me up with some food. He was a Nathaniel. You know what I'm saying? And jail saved his life, man. Because he was suffering from an aneurysm. And when he went to jail, okay, they found that out and took him to the hospital and got it taken care of, man. If it wasn't for jail, you know what I'm saying, he wouldn't have had survived. He would have died. Like I said, in jail, they take care of you up in there. They're making sure your blood pressure is normal. They check everything, you know what I'm saying, making sure you're alive and you're well. When you're doing the gangbang shit and you ain't got no health benefits and shit like that, you can't check on nothing. And he told me, I was like, man, so jail saved your life. He was like, yep. You know what I'm saying? I thank God every single day. You know, this is what he was telling me. Some Northaniel God. I thank God every day that I got arrested. I'm glad I got arrested. It saved my life. Remember, on the outside, as a gang member, you ain't got no health benefits, bro. You can check out just like that. Something could be wrong with you, and you can check out. You see what I'm saying? So jail is not all that bad. Now, where he at, as they, where Diddy's at, as they describe where he's at, man, that's a horrible prison, bro. That's a horrible jail. Rats, bro. Where I was at, there was no rats, bro. The food was edible. Everything was clean up in there, bro. You know what I'm saying? Everybody shared the same room with bunk beds and shit like that. We had TV. People was watching football. You feel me? And people got tablets. You could get a tablet, and order your commissary on and shit like that, bro. That shit was a breeze. To me, jail was a breeze, bro. Now, do I want to live there forever? Nah. But it wasn't as bad that I thought that it was going to be. All the gang members in there were peaceful. You know what I'm saying? There was only one fight up in there, only because a guy was drunk. That was it. You see what I'm saying? So, Diddy gonna have a hard time adjusting, but eventually his mind and his body and his spirit is gonna adjust. He won't get out of this without any time. Let's put it this way. They're gonna give him some time. Oh yeah. He gonna get time. It ain't like he gonna get off scot-free. You know what I'm saying? Because they trying to keep him in there, bro. They trying to keep Diddy up in there. But then again, Diddy had brought this shit on himself, man. Having all those freak-off parties, beating up on women and stuff. Even though some of the women deserved it, still, it's like he shouldn't have been doing all of that. He should have thought that, damn, this is going to ruin my life if I keep doing this. You know what I'm saying? People were talking, they're making video after video about Diddy online. Making gay videos about him and Meek Mill and Jay-Z, you know what I'm saying, and Justin Bieber. They done made so many videos clowning Diddy, bro. Bro, I look at that shit, I'm like, damn, that shit is comedy as hell, bro. That shit is funny as hell. But he gave, people so much material to work with, though, bro. If you don't, it's like Michael Jackson. It's like, if you don't want, and R. Kelly too, if you don't want people to make fun of you and shit like that, don't be doing stuff to give them material to make fun of you with. You see what I'm saying? Then Cassie talking about, I don't like you guys talking about the oils, the baby oils and stuff like that. It's breaking my heart. I don't like that. Well, you have to deal with it, bitch. You put them in there. Stop crying over spilled milk. You did that shit. You put Diddy in there. You see what I'm saying? This bro is stupid. You know what I'm saying? First you're gonna sue the man, get him in trouble, and now you don't want people to be making fun of him. You put this shit out here. Anyway, I'm gonna end this video, man. Just want to make this quick video, bro. He said he deserved more than 10 years for all that shit he did. At least a dub. Yeah, 20 years in prison. Yeah, he deserved that. Yeah, he deserved it. But he got a lot of money, so it's gonna be very hard to put him away for life. He deserves 20 years in prison. When they give you 20, you're gonna do half of that. If you are on good behavior, you're gonna do half of that. You see what I'm saying? You're gonna do 10 years. You feel me? So, I hate to see brother go down and lose all his money, but it's just due though. I mean, you can't be doing bad things to people and expect to get off scot-free and shit and live free. I mean, hell, I think he had Tupac and Biggie killed, even though, there's no evidence, no real evidence of that, but I think he really had Tupac and Biggie killed. And that's why I want him in there, man. Because I like Tupac and I like Biggie. You feel me? For him to do all that, man, and get off scot-free, that's like, come on, man. He said he feel like the president is gonna deliver the real justice. I don't know. If he's in protective custody, it's gonna be very hard for a prisoner to rub shoulders with, with that guy. You feel me? If they put him in the general public, oh yeah, he's gonna get dealt with on the first night. You feel me? But they got him in protective custody, so I don't think they're gonna be able to make it over to his cell at all. You know what I'm saying? If they do and he survived, that's a big, huge lawsuit. And then he could say, this prison is not safe. They allow prisoners to get to my cell and I need to be removed. You know what I'm saying? That'll give them a good chance. That'll give Diddy a good chance to say, hey, they somehow the prisoners got to my cell and I survived the attack and I need to be removed because he's trying his hardest to be relocated from that jail. That jail is worse than the jail that I was in, bro. As they describe that shit, bro, as they describe what the jail was like, bruh, rats and roaches, bro, I didn't see none of that shit in my jail, man. Everything was clean. You feel me? We didn't have no rats and roaches in that spot, bro. Matter of fact, we all shared the same room with bunk beds, bro. A big ass room, a huge room, like 40 feet long. And everybody was on a bunk bed. You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna end this video. You guys have a good day, bro. A good night wherever you are, man. But we talking about prison in New York. Yeah, man. I don't know what it's like over there, bro. The California prisons or the California jail was a little bit of a walk in the park for me. You feel me? Now, I wanted to get out? Yeah, I wanted to get out. But there was some plus things in the jail too, man. Look, I had to pay rent. I had a room and board. I had a comfy bed. I could sleep 12 hours a day if I wanted to. You feel me? Like I had, them choices. I was around a bunch of gang members, but it was like a walk in the park for me. I came up with gang members when I was coming up when I was younger. You know what I'm saying? So seeing gang members it wasn't new to me. You feel me? But anyway, I'm gonna end this video. You guys have a good night, man. I need to get some sleep early. Get some sleep early, man. You guys have a good night. Peace out, take care, and bless. I'm out.